Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Incubator podcast, where the beats are electric, the vibes are contagious, and the talent is off the charts. I'm your host, the one and only Ed the Manager, here to take you on a wild ride through the world of underground music. So buckle up, because we're about to dive deep into the untapped realms of music mastery, where the rule book is thrown out the window and the beats reign supreme. Before we begin, I want to take a moment to highlight something special about this podcast. We're completely self-supported with no ads, and we ask for nothing more than your support in the form of a follow, like, and subscribe. It's all about building a community around our shared love of music. We're all about keeping it raw and unfiltered. And today, we have some very special guests. We got Leo Brizy, we got Lava, and we got the boy Lil Zone.
What it do, Ed?
What we do. So these guys go way back. All of us go way back together. Actually, a lot of us are childhood friends, and it's a pleasure to have you boys here. Finally,
No, thank you.
we've been trying to plan this for a minute, right?
I know some guy doesn't want to. Some guy had to pay for his hours to be here, and so
Yeah, Diego's pretty busy. I mean, you got to book him in advance.
yeah, like 2 months.
I'm happy to have you guys all here. I know you guys got something hot in the works, right?
Yep.
It's called the Ain't Nothing Easy EP.
Yeah.
Tell me more about that. When is that coming out?
Well, I don't have the official date yet, but I'm guessing, but either between this end of this month or the next one, that I finally want to release something, I'm proud of making. It's gonna be my first time since I dropped since 2019.
So I don't even remember, bro.
Yeah, but the thing is that this one's different because now I'm actually better than I was. Back then it was just like that, baby steps phase. You're just going through it. I just made it. I was learning YouTube videos. Now I understand the game more, how to produce my own music better, my vocals. I know my style, which was hard because the only one that knew our style when we started was Brandon.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to find your voice, I guess.
Mhm. And it was hard just finding your style. Brandon always had that natural. He would just freestyle. We'll look at him like, we'll get so mad. Like, this guy will finish his song. We'll finish his song in 5 minutes. And me and Dave will be like, here on our phones trying to text out the lyrics.
That's a true story. That's a very true story. Literally, one time I walked in, we started, Leo played me the beat twice, and I was like, all right, bet. And I threw myself on his bed, I wrote, and Diego, I get up, and Diego's like, he's like, oh, you're going to the bathroom? And I'm like, no, I'm done. And they just looked at each other, and they were like, all right, bro, just rap it.
We're like, bro, just record your part.
Yeah.
We'll do the rest.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But tell me more about the themes. What is the album about?
Well, the thing is, it's called Nothing Ain't Easy, but I started off, it wasn't like something I predetermined about it, because I have a song with one of my other friends named Chris. He's a Paperboy Stolo, his name is. And I just said it randomly when I'm about to go into a song. I just said, hey, nothing easy. So he always would say that, to recite that to me. So every single day, it got stuck in my head because I started making beats recently. So I started like, yo, what should be my tag? And I was like, nothing ain't easy. I like that. I'm like, I should prize my AP because it means a lot too. Because I feel like nothing in life is easy, especially us like men. It takes us a while, to get our stuff. And, I think it describes like my life. Nothing was easy to me, everything I had to grind for, and just, so I came up with it.
Oh yeah. And you guys are featured on that too, right?
A blessing. I was one song, but that's enough to to show the world what we're about.
I'm telling you, booking him is crazy, man.
Oh my god.
But what about your parts? What are your favorite parts about the album? Tell me more about your verses.
Well, I will say, to Leo, yeah, for sure, getting into me, because I've been rapping since middle school. So anybody that went to Golden Gate Middle School that knew me, that's how long in the lunch lines type deal. But pretty much, Leo got me into singing more than anything. So I'm really happy that on the album we have a song called Don't Leave Me Hanging. And I made this joke. I was like, I sound like Adam Levine, I sound like the front man from Maroon 5, because it's just, the way he mixed it and the way he tuned my voice to, if you had told me even as soon as 3 years ago that I was going to be singing on music, I'd be like, oh, haha, that's funny. Because I was never I've been told I had a nice voice, but I never really embraced the singing, and Leo definitely helped bring that out of me. So you know, it's a style that's different from what I normally produce because overall I am a hip hop artist first. But to be able to branch out and kind of work with a different style, you know, with someone who it's like I'm in his domain when I do that. So it feels good because it doesn't feel like I'm contradicting his style. I'm trying to match what he's doing. And then that just provides a better overall sound. So I'm really happy for that.
No, for sure.
That's very interesting. Tell me more about how you learned the process of singing. Like, how did you get into that? Did you have someone help you, or?
I'll be honest, to me, what I always told myself, and it's funny because that's what I would tell myself to make me sing, is that when I started to rap, I was like, oh, singing is just a slow, longer rap. Because usually singing parts are elongated. They take a little bit more time to cross that bridge. So I, you know, when he was like, hey, I want you to sing, I was like, you're crazy. I'm not singing, whatever. We did a couple runs and it sounded bad. Like that's like the behind the scenes stuff that's never going to see the
It wasn't that bad.
It's gonna come out
one day for real. But pretty much with that, what was that?
About singing.
You were learning about singing.
Yeah, so there we go, right? That's what it was. I just told myself, hey, singing is just rapping slower. So I worked it, and now I've gotten it to the point where I even like vocalize at the end, which again is something I never saw myself doing. And Leo, I remember the first time I vocalized, this guy was stunned. Like his jaw was dropped.
I like that.
There's no way he did that, you know? And it made me feel good because I said, okay, so I'm entering this and I can do it. So that's kind of where I'm at. It's just, you know, trying the new style, and I like it.
Oh yeah, and I gotta say this should sound pretty fine. I think we should preview that in a little bit here.
Right. We'll treat them.
Fortunately, a sneak peek of what's coming up soon.
free.
What about you, Lava? Tell me more about your track.
I mean, honestly, I treat this kind of like a basketball game. I'm more of like a role player. When you see me play basketball, the only things I do, I won't score, I won't pass, and I will rebound the ball. I will not shoot the ball. That's how I feel like how I am in music. I'm here to encourage you guys. I hear the talent. You know what I mean? These guys don't want to admit it. I tell this guy, and I'm like,
Hey,
yo,
you me like that.
you can do this. And he's like, yeah, I know. I'm like, okay, then do something about it. You're pissing me off. This guy too. And you know, like that's how I feel. I'm just like a role player here. And I really enjoy that. I enjoy seeing other people's success. And I can see these guys just kind of like, you know, it's not like that. It's more like steady in my life. But that's how I see my part in the music, you know?
Did you come into the EP? How did you become part of it? This guy is.
I'm telling you, I booked him. I booked him 2 months in advance.
Bro. I don't know. It's just one time I'll come out with something fire. So it's for like something has happened, and then that's it. And then the next day I can't write. And I'm like, I'm fine with that. But that's it. That's how I see their music. My lyrics is more like I'm trying to like find my own voice. I see myself like kind of like a outcast, like Andre 3000 vibes, kind of like that weirdo vibes, you know? Okay. That's how I see myself. Going on tour and being really weird. And then getting kicked off and then and going their several ways.
Do you guys think this as a weird guy of the group?
I think he's the funniest.
Nah.
Bro, like he's funny without trying. Like people just laugh.
Diego's the only friend that I've admitted to that is funnier than me. So yes, I'm pretty funny.
He's a pretty funny
dude. Nah, this guy's funny. I don't know what he's talking about. This guy's funny, dude.
No, No, yeah, definitely. You're the only person.
Bruh.
I'm confirming this on like this is like he's the only person I've ever complimented. And I was like, dude, you're funny, funnier than me. That's it. So the same way that you know what he treats his humor, the way I treat my vocals, right? I don't think they're all that, but when he tells a joke, I think it's
Bruh. You guys are fools, bruh.
Yo, but tell me how you guys all came together and decided to do this rap stuff. Like,
See,
all that.
Well, me, oh man, I'll talk from my side.
yeah.
Because it was when we met Brandon. Well, the thing is that me, you, and Eduardo too. You know, we know each other since we're like what, like 3 years old, 4 years old. Our family's known each other for years,
Forever. Yeah, essentially.
forever. We always known about each other. We used to see each other at every Kermesse or Bolivian event, you know. And obviously, me and
Shout out
Jingo,
to Bolivian.
it's all Bolivians.
shout out to Hondurans,
Yeah.
you know, repping.
And no, so I remember me, Diego. I mean, me personally, I would always start singing. Me personally, I wasn't good at it. I'm still not good at it, but I always like singing to myself. I think everyone does. But then I think Brandon came into our friend group with one of our best friends, George. We have one of our mutual friends we have. We met him through him, and I remember he had a song out. It was Married to the Zone.
Oh, it dropped.
And I think I found about later though. I didn't know about it while it dropped, but I remember we became friends now. You know, he brought him into the friend group, and I just started hearing that song. I'm like, bro, this guy's pretty good. So I'm like, and I was like, yo, Diego, let's make a song. We were like, let's go to his producer because he had a producer at that time. He lived actually near us.
Shout out Richie South.
And I remember I was like, yo, Brandon, put me on. Like, put us on. Me and Diego want to try something. So I think we have finally got an opportunity. And we went to his studio. Dude, I think my voice choked. I could not sing that whole time. I was so nervous for some reason. He'll be like, repeat. I'm like, I'm sorry. I was like, no, he's like, no, you're good, just repeat.
He was so used to it with doing it with me.
Oh, because I was so nervous. Like, my voice would start like cutting up, getting dry. I was like, man, this is...
Bro, the producer is hard. You got to give him props because like it's like very, very little things you have to worry about.
No, for sure.
That's why.
I think it's harder when you get a new artist. Because you get, like me personally, Lil Zone's voice is, bro, he has a good voice naturally, so it's easier to produce his voice than mine. I think his voice, like on like production-wise, I can do it quick, like this, like.
He's trying to say I have a high voice.
Bruh.
No, but it sounds good, like I'm saying.
There's like some voices like Brandon, Luis Ortiz. Yeah. I mean, that's the first thing that comes to my mind. For like local, you know?
Well, we have one, but he doesn't want to come out. And
shout out to Luis. You gotta get your ass out here next time.
As long as I'm saying, that man's talented. He doesn't like it. I don't know why he doesn't like his music, but his music to me, I'd be playing that shit over and over again.
You know, I think one central theme we've already achieved is that we are all our own biggest critic. Like, to everyone around us, they enjoy what our art is and the way we go about producing it. But of course, we are always like, I mean, I'm my biggest critic, right? I personally don't hate any of my music. First and foremost, I'm going to say this. If you're an artist, a creator, a visionary at all, and you create something and you don't like it, I can't trust you. Because if you're not the biggest supporter of your own ideas, then what, like, something's got to be fixed. Something's got to change. Like, I may not like everything that I write initially because I'm going to tweak it. I'm going to touch it up. I'm going to make it sound better. But I've never said, oh, I hate this thing. I hate this project. I hate this lyric, because it's a pretty strong word, personally.
Yeah.
So.
But have you heard rappers like say like, I really don't like this song? You know what I mean? Like, not rappers, but like artists in general. They'll be like, I dropped this song, but I really don't like it. You know what I mean?
I mean, I almost feel like that's a marketing tactic, you know? It would be like, oh, I just dropped, because here, you got to take this, like, Kendrick Lamar dropped Untitled Unmastered, and he was just like, oh, here are some throwaway tracks because I haven't dropped anything in a minute, so y'all can have this. And that went gold. You know, beautiful. It's great. It's a masterpiece. It's a great piece of music. But again, it had been a while since we had gotten anything. So one could say, yeah, it was just throwaway tracks because they weren't untitled, unmastered, but also the album was literally called that. So knowing Kendrick and knowing what he produces visually and artistically, think that might have also been the general idea is that, it's untitled, unmastered, and
some marketing
all of them are specific, but I don't know, right? You never know the answer. You never know the artist's intent behind everything they do. Sometimes it's coincidence. Sometimes it's exactly what they wanted it to be. And it's as direct as possible.
Yeah, I can ask.
That's
Yeah, I got you, bro.
They do that shit on purpose.
Just add him on Twitter, bro. It's gonna say.
I got you, bro.
Hey, bro. Shout out Top Dog TDE. He is on Twitter. He stays on Twitter, bro. He be spitting some facts and he be dropping some knowledge on there. So if you guys in the rap game, you want some insider knowledge, definitely follow Top Dog on Twitter for sure.
Salute.
Yes, sir. But back to you, Lil Zone. Tell me, I want to know how you started rapping.
Dude, so I use
not just rapping, but into just music in general.
Music in general. I'm gonna be really honest. Touching back in middle school, I grew up in a very religious household, so my entire life up to that point, up to maybe like the 8th grade, the only music taste I had was Christian rock and Christian rap music. And Christian rap music I had only found out about maybe in the 6th grade. So I was like straight like Casting Crowns and like those like
Hey, they're good though.
They're good,
Right? They're good. They have good music.
He's really good.
Oh, a lot of people know Skillet. Like that.
Oh, Skillet. Yo, Skillet.
They're Christian. If y'all didn't,
They're on WWE.
Huh?
And Emilio. He's hard. I'm not really.
So listening to, because once I got into rap, like the Christian rap, I was like, this is way better, right? Again, I'm not trying to knock, like, please, Casting Crowns, don't say lawsuit, like, I'm sorry.
Just send it to his.
Send it to Lil Zone. The 6 is not optional. But pretty much what ended up happening is once I got into the rap, I was like, this sounds good, right? And Christian rap was great. It edified me. It painted a positive picture. And that was actually, again, the first type of rap I was introduced to. So once I came into listening to Kanye was the very first rapper that, to the Christians, worldly rapper. Graduation is my favorite album of all time. And that was the first album that I heard. And I was like, I like this. So I got into Kanye, I got into Jay, Wayne, all that stuff. And then hearing how there was, because Christian rap to me was this immense circle. And then when I found out about rap, like in general, it made the Christian rap circle very small. And I started listening to a lot. Like I just started consuming so much media to a point where I ended up on like videos of how to rap, how to train yourself for your breath and your lung capacity, so that you can rap like Kendrick Lamar when he's having a heart attack on his beats, and you can get through it, because not everyone can do that. Not everyone can rap a certain style because they have to breathe. So I came across videos that taught certain techniques, certain ways to start remembering words and using synonyms and being able to just like tell a story. It was a lot of stuff. And after seeing all that, plus all the aforementioned media that I had consumed, I got to I was in middle school and I'm like, yeah, I want to do this. Like, I want to try this. So in high school, I actually wrote a rap for this like Spirit Week door contest thing. And I had to go to a Christian event and my class won and they all got donuts for breakfast. And they all sent me Snapchats and were like, thanks. But at the time I was B Cruise 239. So yeah, that's the old days. But yeah, everybody told me that. So I was like, hey, that's cool. And then I got to college and I met a homie of mine, K-Rock, the Indigo. And yeah,
shout out K-Rock, shout out K-Rock. OG.
Shout out my dog. He was the first person I made a music video with. Because he's like, yeah, he had made a video already and he knew a kid at school who's ironically also was named Brandon. And he was like, yeah, he's going to do this thing for us because we got together, we made this one song, and he said, we're going to make this music video. And we made the music video, and it's on YouTube. So if y'all find it, if y'all come across that piece of gold, please share it with anyone you know.
Secret content.
So yeah, that's what got me into rap. And ever since then, I've taken, I've made the music and I've taken little breaks, but I'm at a place now where my outside life is stable enough that it allows me time to create. Because from that whole 18 to I just turned 25, really 18 to again, just 25. It's just figuring it out. It's figuring out when you have time for certain things and what you don't have time for. And I'm at a place now where everything is good. Everything's great. So I get to put more art, more energy into my art. I get to do more with my time. So y'all can expect more projects on the way for sure.
Oh, like a siren blast.
Was it muted? Is it unmuted now? Does it work?
Damn. I was just talking about this earlier.
I think it's actually muted now.
How we doing? We did a whole podcast with no audio. Shout out to even a creative trip. I think it's just audio. Okay. You get it. Go ahead.
All right. So, anyway, back to we had some technical difficulties that we ran into there, but bringing it back to what we were talking about, I wanted to ask you guys: is there anyone that you guys looked up to when you were coming up in the music scene, getting music?
Me personally, if you're my right, then what is it? What am I gonna say?
It's in your name.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well,
Come on.
obviously Leo Brizy, Chris Brown. He's the artist I like. But I like his music. I love his music. I'm a follower. I like his music and everything.
Hey, it's good, bro. I mean, what do you?
No, for sure not.
What made you what about Chris Brown made you actually like?
It was actually funny the way I actually started. I remember the day I started liking him. Actually, me and George, our mutual friend George Sunson. Yeah. We used to go to this lady's house. Long story short, he was playing this song, and I think the song was called "Body to Body" by Chris Brown.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure everybody knows that song.
bro.
After that, I'm like, yo, this guy's pretty good.
Oh my!
You were a little horny boy. You were a little horny boy, huh?
No, that was
Brown
was him.
For real. That's H.I.M.
Him Brown, bro.
Yeah, but I like his music, but I don't think I'm for his genre more. He's obviously a way more talented singer. So I'm more of a kind of Drake artist.
I was gonna say Justin Bieber because you look like him.
Hey,
I've been to the mall and girls have swarmed me and Leo because they thought he was Justin Bieber.
Jeez.
They're lying.
No lie. I was there. I'm a witness.
Yeah, well, Chris Brown was mine.
Yeah. What about you?
Honestly, Mac Miller.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace, Mac.
Just the stuff that he says.
He was good.
It's not just like the beats are good. It's just, I guess, the meaning behind his lyrics. You know what I mean? It's not just that. And plus, I mean, obviously that guy's fucked up head, And so when he would make faces, that's all because of the drugs he did. I mean, it's kind of sad to see him kind of like on a decline because you can see how happy he was from kids, right? Down, down, down. I mean, it just kind of like spiraled into, I guess, his death, in my opinion. I don't know. But that's who I grew up with, and that's who influenced me to actually that's the voice that I want. Not declining, you know what I mean?
I was going to ask, so as someone who, because I love Mac Miller as well, do you experience anything different listening to his content now? Like, there are certain lines, certain lyrics that you hear in songs now, and you're like, damn. Because now that he's gone, and under the circumstances under which
you kind of understand him more once you listen to that one verse. I start to shed a tear, Sometimes.
His personas, yeah, separately.
Exactly.
It's beautiful.
He's a good artist. Very good music.
We lost a very beautiful artists there, honestly. But yeah, because that happens to me. You know, I'll listen to his stuff, and it's like I'm just listening.
Exactly.
Do you have a particular song?
Objects.
I was in the mirror. I knew what you were gonna say.
Come on, you know, it's just nostalgic. That's how I see it.
Feel nostalgic.
I love that song. Not even that original song. I'm talking about the. Have you ever heard of the live one?
Yes, he's good. He's really good live. He's right.
better on.
He's better live. I heard.
I want to listen to it right now.
PR that he does.
Yes,
Bro,
yes. Come on, man.
He was amazing though. Loki. His live performance. I watched him on YouTube. He was good.
Everybody that goes on that is amazing, bro. I
Crazy.
love Daniel Caesar too.
Oh, bro, Daniel Caesar.
God, bro.
What a talent.
I want him at my wedding, bro.
Don't worry, bro. I got you.
I'm a
Who needs the
Edu Garus.
He needs the live version of Best Part.
no, the freak. I already forgot what it's called. Streetcar. Boom. Come on.
That's amazing.
I love that show.
Okay, I guess it's on me now. So Kanye West, number one all time, no doubt about it. Will not change. Will never change.
Well, there, pal.
It's just the fact that I want you to name 10 people that have been famous for as long as Kanye. Like
Chris Brown.
Messi.
LeBron has been in the NBA for 20 years. LeBron and Kanye are pretty much having the same run. They've both been relevant since, well, LeBron, of course, became into relevancy like around 2002. But Kanye, since the late 90s, makes headlines every day. And not to mention, he divorced Kim Kardashian, and now every headline that she puts out in the media is always referencing him or the kids. That's all I'm going to say.
So you're saying
he's winning by divorce.
He's better than LeBron.
I'm saying Kanye
Is
is
Kanye.
But
to the rap game. Like what LeBron is to the NBA and his longevity, the fact that he's been so athletic, not to mention that you got to look at it like this. 450 players in the NBA, LeBron is better than 99% of them because 1% of that is 45. Name me 45 players better than LeBron right now.
Giannis, Steph Curry.
No, and there's a handful. There's a handful for sure, right? Because, of course, LeBron is 38.
Yeah.
But 45 players that you can definitively say, yes, they are better than LeBron.
I was just talking about chips. How many chips does Kanye have?
Chips? Like,
I mean,
Lay's?
could you
Uh,
equate chips to grams?
Yes.
Because Kanye is 20 plus. I don't know the exact number, but he's got
I don't
20
follow
plus.
Kanye. So I don't
See,
know.
20 plus rings. Kanye is like the second or third highest. I think Jay-Z has the most.
Well, he's older, way older.
I mean, dude, he's got like
So
a
when I
white
say Jay-Z, is that Kanye is the LeBron?
That's what, because then it's like Jay-Z would be like the Michael Jordan.
Whoa.
You know?
Are you going to get into basketball?
No, you know what? We're not. I don't want beer. I'm just, okay, I'm going to go back. Kanye. Right? Okay, Kanye is 24 grand. Okay, look at that. Oh, you know what? Kanye is like the Kobe of the NBA.
Why Kobe?
He has every single accolade, I guess, right?
Pretty much. I mean, there's no.
He's
I'm gonna
Ronaldo.
let you have this. You get this one pass from me. It's so satisfying for you to hear.
Yes, it is. It really is.
Yo, so ain't nothing easy. That's a powerful last name.
Because
Nothing is easy. That's right.
So more about how you came up with it. What's not easy? Exactly.
Just life in general. Just life in general, man. It's hard, especially. I think it describes a lot what I've been doing. Everything I do, you know, all of us want to be up here when we're doing something, you know, but we don't see the hard journey. We don't like that journey we have to do. And obviously, I mean, I was playing professionally, you know, and it's not an easy ladder. Everything would cost me everything. I had every single day. There were some days I just didn't even want to be some of the cities I was at. And I just had to keep grinding. And, you know, music was there on the side. Even when I went to some of these places, I brought some of my equipment just in case, you know, when I feel lonely, when I'm traveling far, I don't have family. And especially when I went to Armenia, you know, it was like the hour literally was like, I'll talk to my parents and when I'm about to sleep because they're about to get up. So music, I would even make like 3 songs there, and it's just something I would do on the side. I think nothing's easy, in life, and everything takes time. But I think that journey is just beautiful because it's not easy.
You're talking about your soccer player life, right? Tell me more about how you kind of balance that out with your artistic life.
Well, since I mean, soccer was something I always was born with. My dad loves soccer. Our parents love it, and it's something. It's in our genes. We love the sport. We have the passion for it, and I just always had that passion for it since I was a kid. Even though, and some of the things in life didn't favor me. Like for example, I didn't make my middle school team. 7th grade year, was not picked, and
also, I'm sorry to cut you off. This guy went pro. I did. I met this guy in high school.
let's bring that up.
I met this guy, and I hear his stands be like, "Whoa, Leo!"
You got like a black light up in your room.
But if you really want, if you want discipline, this is like your guy.
Yeah, it's something not hard, but the thing was in music, I like it because I always need an outlet. Sometimes I can't find it in myself. I love God, I always pray, but sometimes it's just, I wanted something I can just like let it go with my feelings because music to me is a feeling thing. I'm not that type of person like Brandon. He just make a song. Here's the beat, 3 minutes, has the whole lyrics. Me, I literally had to be like, I like the beat, okay. But let me see if I start like mumbling something if I can go with it. And if I like it, I go with it. If I have like some whack, whatever it is, I won't. I'll just be like, you know what? Grab my laptop. It's over.
Go to sleep.
Tomorrow, I'll try another day. It's a feeling thing. When I feel that beat or whatever it is, or I have that feeling I want to make a good song, I'll do it. But it's more like a feeling thing to me. And just with soccer, it was my outlet. Me always, because soccer is so competitive. No one takes it easy on you. No one's there trying to like baby you, especially if you're trying to get out of this country and from the U.S. They look at you as like, I don't know. They just feel like when you're from the U.S., everyone thinks you were spoiled here. They think everything was given to us. And people, obviously, South America, when I went to South America, that's what they thought. They don't know how I lived over here,
Yeah.
So everything was harder for me, even though they do like Americans. But in that soccer wise, you look like you're so spoiled by trying to play the sport, And it was harder for me sometimes, but the thing is, I'm a good player. So, I got almost every player's respect usually by the first 2 weeks, which is hard to do because I've seen a lot of players from the U.S. go over there. Ooh, they would go off on them. I'm talking about like, I felt bad, but the thing is, I'm really fast. I'm technical. So it was easy for me to, get my game in, and people respect that,
Yeah.
People respect you eventually, even if they make it hard for you, they see that you can stand your ground. They love that, they're like, oh, you know what, this kid can play.
You earned it.
Yeah, for sure. And it's nothing easy. It's nothing easy. People are playing, give props.
Compared to the fact that, like, they probably think you were spoiled because they live in like a real life continent.
Mm-hmm.
So they're,
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
I'm just like perspective. I was just thinking about it.
Hey man, there was 16 years old on my team. I'm like, how old are you? He's like 16. I'm like, well, who do you live with here? He's like, oh, I live like in a pueblo next to the borderline of Brazil and Bolivia. I'm like, how? I'm like, bro, because where I'm from is more mainland. I'm like, how far is that? He's like, 8 hours. And where's your family? You have family here? No, I just walked here. I asked some guy if I can just pay rent, got a job, and I come practice. I was like, man, some of these things these kids would do, and some of them had kids already. At 17 years old, they had a whole family. On some of the teams I was at, and I was like, man, being raised here, none of us even have kids yet. Like, seeing that was just so like different to me. Like seeing kids that young having a whole family and they're grinding. So I can understand it, when people take it hard because those kids, that's literally all they know. That's all they have. It's all they have too. None of them, I guess, obviously they're poor, they don't take them to like different industries to look out,
They look you in the eye. They're like, I've seen war, guy. No, not a dog.
He was from Brazil.
He's from the borderline, so they don't speak. They don't speak Portuguese. I thought like you would speak Portuguese.
Castellano or something like that, right? I don't even
No, they just speak. They live in Spanish. They just speak like they talk like us, Cambas. They talk.
Like a dialect.
Yeah, Spanish. Castellano is like the Spanish from Spain that really did
Like the Barcelona
Barcelona's
people
not-
talk.
like
Or no?
talking about like el voceo when we say vos instead of tú and things like that.
Oh, Hondurans do that, right? I say boss.
Yeah. So yeah, it's all Castellano.
So it's just
But
dirty,
Spanish,
right?
yeah.
You just call it dirty. I mean, I don't know, right? It's like when I talk in Honduran native tongue, I'm like,
yeah,
this
it's
is
loose.
nasty.
It's loose.
Well, yeah, no,
Very
exactly.
loose. Yeah,
Very
fast and loose.
performative.
Oh, but tell me about how you guys came together and decided we're gonna work together on this project.
Well, we always had songs. We always did small little, not projects. We just do songs.
1980.
1980. We have a lot of songs together. Me and Brandon, me and Diego too. We have like 7.
I'm a little mad that one's not on the project.
Me too.
Bro, no, it's not good produced. That's an old song.
Leo is going to release it for the single run after the EP. Give it a couple months and it'll come up, but we'll see. We'll touch that topic.
When we'll have to do it again. That's all I'm
That's
like.
fine. That's
'Cause that's
fine.
a summer.
But the streets need that.
1980.
The streets need that. I wrote a hell of.
Oh yeah, but your line, your line was that was a good line.
I'm not a big fan of recycling. All right, this is not a waste plant. Right.
Yeah, to release that is what he's saying.
Hey man, like I said, we gotta chill. We can record it because I feel like I didn't record it the best as I can now, so that's why I want to do it again. Cause I mean it's a good song. Obviously, our lyrics are actually pretty. It was a good song. It was a great
As
song.
long as the streets get it, we're good.
Once they get it, you'll see everybody shaking their ass.
Even yours.
Yes.
All right.
Come on.
But yeah, no, as far as just like collaborating together, Leo, again, when I won't forget, we were actually at a friend's birthday party and these two were like, hey, can we go to your car? I want to show you something.
Yeah.
And
You don't remember?
I was like, hey, yeah. I was like, hold up. But no, it was straight, right? It was straight. So we go to my car. I turn the car on. They're like, yo, so we make music, da-da-da-da. They run me through the spiel. And they're like, and we want to present it to you. You know, we want to show you what it is. No,
I no, I'm not saying I don't remember. I don't remember.
I was like, oh, it's okay if you don't remember it, because I do. Yeah.
Pedro's house, and I met Pedro's house, and we were at the pool or something.
I think you gotta hit me. I don't remember.
We and you grabbed this guy, and he was like, we gave him that whole spiel, and then he gave us a nasty freestyle.
Yeah, I forgot about the freestyle.
I don't remember the freestyle part. I don't remember.
Yeah, dude.
Well, anyway, the story breaks down like this: is that they play me the beat, they sing me what they have. And I've always really liked Diego, really have. I didn't know Leo that well, so at the time when I critiqued your work, like, cause I'll be honest, I was extremely. I mean, me personally, I feel like I was very harsh with both of them because I was just like, I'm not gonna cap. Like, it has potential, but it's not where I think it can be,
bro.
Like, yeah, no, low-key, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I just don't want to relive it, because I felt pretty bad because I did know him a little better. Leo and I were still getting to know each other, so it's like I looked at him like a professional.
Yeah, we're in the talking stage.
Yeah,
we're talking.
we're dating now. But pretty much after that, I told Diego, I said, hey, I gave him his pointers. I told him what he needed to work on, at least what I thought he needed to work on. And, the best part is that he understood where I was coming from as an artist. Being so fresh as an artist, I'm not going to lie. When I first started rapping for people and people didn't like my stuff, I took it extremely personally, which red flag. Bad. Again, if you're not the biggest supporter of your stuff, anything that anybody has to tell you, people who would never write music or produce a video or start a podcast, if you're just listening to people who aren't doing that, then that's not the move. That's not the move. So I'm glad that he understood where I was coming from as an artist, because he came back and he wrote something better to that, which would actually end up being it was the verse on New Girl that you guys, and then they produced New Girl, which also, if y'all find that gem, that's a real gem.
Don't find it.
They just block us.
No, right. But yeah, no. Again, they came back and they rewrote it. They did it better. They brought it to me, and I was like, dude, this is fantastic, right? I loved it. I really did. And again, it was just, I think it was so much more that he had a choice. He could have either said, fuck this guy, like he's being mean as fuck for no reason, or like, I think that this was really well produced. Like, I'm not going to ask him for shit again. But he did. He said, hey, this is someone who has been here, who's written countless amount of times, who's worked with, I'm not going to say like a numerous amount of people, but I have worked with a couple producers already. So he knew that where I was coming from, I was telling him what he needed to hear because I wanted him to be a better artist. And if you listen to the music, he's definitely there. Very strong role player, my personal CP3.
That's 6 man of the year right there. Come on, man.
Always with the dish.
Hell yeah. What would you guys say was your biggest challenge on this project?
Probably getting together.
Getting together. Yeah, well, that's already just that's out there.
You guys all record together or like brainstorm together? How do you?
If we need help, we ask. Because usually, Brandon, if we really need lyrics, I ask Brandon, me personally, because I feel like he knows how to like the game a little more with lyric wise. But it's better if we do it ourselves, because we know our voices, how to use it.
I don't want a ghostwriter. I want to do everything myself. I see. But he does have things that I will never even.
Yeah. No, Brandon has helped me in a couple songs. Actually, he wrote me a hook in the EP. He wrote one of my bro.
That was the first real hook I ever wrote for his song.
And that was fire. And that hook was fire. Like
I have always sucked at hooks. At least I think so, right? But people were singing the hook on "Married to the Zone." Like I was walking around FSW, people were like, and I'm like, okay, like Again, I'm my biggest critic, but everybody else likes it. So you take that and you feel a lot better about what you put out there.
I want to go back to when you said Kanye was like one of your biggest influences. For some reason in my head, I'm remembering, I think of Terry. Right?
Shout out Mr. Gnarly Dank. If you know, you know. But Terry Presume. Terry was actually what I feel, if I can say this, what I feel like I am to Leo as one of the first, personal connections he had that made him want to get into music. That was Terry for me. And it's crazy. He's got a song on FIFA. So, I mean, he personally, I think he's made it. I saw him recently. He guest listed me on a show he did in Miami a handful of months ago. And we were just talking about everything. And he's just like, I love life, and it's so inspiring to see that. Cause again, being from somewhere like Naples, that is small in population and not even so much so that the support is a bit difficult to come by sometimes. To see someone that I personally knew that I was in class with, have a song on FIFA, he's got a record deal, he's putting music out there. It's like, I can do it too. It definitely motivates me because I see him and that's somewhere that I want to be someday. I want to be able to put my homeboys on the guest list at a show,
So I'm waiting.
I want to hear Golden Gate Islands from.
And shout out Terry Perot. I've been remembering Terry since, way back in the day when there was teen nights going on and they would perform
the Coliseum.
The Coliseum, fucking Law 50, Antonia's, all that shit way back. And they were active back then. So, to see that, it's good to hear and it makes me happy. But I also want to talk about a little of the local influences that you guys have had. I know on the latest track that we were shooting video for, to me at least, it sounded like it had a little bit of a Dominic Fike influence. Can you tell me more about that?
Well, yeah, I mean, Dominic, I met him actually not met him, but we've seen his brother. We hang out, we play basketball with his brother and stuff. But I got into Dominic because of him. That man is the biggest Dominic Fike fan. Him and Edgar. They even had the tattoos. They were the first people to get that tattoo with them.
On the LBE
him and Edgar have all his merch, sandals, whatever they're making. That he has it. But
Huge fans, bro.
Like, what?
oh no, for sure. And like Dominic was his music, it was awesome. Since the day he presented me to me, he has that one style. When he started going mainstream, I didn't think he was gonna adapt to that style. Because back then he was more a rapper.
I was gonna say
He was a rapper,
kind of like he like blossomed into something more.
and it became something good. Like I love his new alternate, whatever it is, but it's awesome. I love the way he sings on those hooks are fire. Those lyrics are fire. He was on FIFA now. Ooh, no, he's good. Definitely good influence.
2019 phone numbers. Come on, man. Nah, I still remember. I mean, my very close friend Edgar Vasquez. One day he literally, me and him were walking down the mall, Colston Mall. He saw Dominic fight. He was wearing his headphones, and while Edgar was listening to like
One of his
some really old one, I don't even know. He has everything, and then he's like, "Yo, that guy's gonna be like really famous," and I'm like, "I don't believe you." And then the more me and him started going through his music, the more I started to realize, I was like, "Yo, this is gonna like bang." Because I mean, back then the music that he made was way different than now. I don't care which music he did drop, because back then it was fire. Now it's even more fire. So
Yeah.
shout out,
He would always be at the mall.
shout out Edgar, bro.
Yeah, I feel like we've all kind of evolved together with music, from like the hardcore, heavy hitting stuff to more softer pop stuff, but it still slaps.
Like we're getting old. Is that what's happening?
Maybe, bro. Maybe we're getting old and soft, but you know what? I'm enjoying it. I'm here for the ride.
Yes, sir.
And there is hard.
Oh man.
I'd be after seeing this podcast.
He is right now.
Good
Good thing he's
Yo.
behind the camera.
As always, I'd like to give a shout out to the people working behind the scenes. That's the boys B8 and DMV 2.0. Happy to
We in the back.
Better watch out that angle. We don't want to.
Yeah.
We told the audience there. Sit down.
Ready for us. It's ready for us. On the rookie suit. Not in the camera. That's for us.
It will be in the post. Don't forget.
I'm doing the bloopers.
No, bro. No, that's gonna be the tag, bro. Whatever was it? Yeah, the clickbait. Give me the thumbnail.
Oh hell yeah. No, yeah, no. If I'm
clicking.
if I'm scrolling through my YouTube feed and you're telling me the video nail is David shirtless, bro,
Bro.
I don't even know how fat. Like I'd break my screen trying to click it.
Or break the crate. Bro. Subscribe, like everything.
Everything.
immediately. Yo, but the EP is dropping real soon. How does it feel to have your art out in the world like that?
For me, man, it's a little nervous. I don't know. Just never. I was there as a hobby, It's not like I never expected me to be here trying to actually drop something. I just thought I'm gonna just make some music on the side and just maybe drop it here once in here. But I didn't drop for like what 4 years now, and it's maybe
24.
4. All right, so but now it's something I'm kind of like nervous because I don't know what's gonna happen with it. I don't know if people are gonna like it. If they don't, if it's fine, at the end of the day. But just more like I don't know what to expect.
What are your expectations? What would just make you happy?
Man, as long as they say they like listening to it, I think I'll be okay with that. If they don't like it, that's fine. But if they say some people say they like it, I think I'm fine with that.
Oh yeah.
Is that the goal?
I don't know, man. This is new to me. I just never thought I'd be dropping an actual project, never had this planned. And hopefully, it does good because, you guys are good. I love you.
It's something you almost like build an appetite for almost. Like I remember the first time I dropped a song and people liked it. I was like, oh, this feels good. I remember one time I was in the middle of like just this college class that I was in, and I put on my Instagram, I was like, if 10 people if 10 people comment on this story, because likes on Instagram stories weren't a thing yet, I was like, I'll drop this song.
Man, you're old.
Like, bro,
We are.
it just, I got like
He's
8
old.
people to respond to it, and I was like, I'm in the middle of like economics class or whatever. I really think it might have been like microeconomics or something, and I just like dropped it.
It wasn't the class with the old guy.
No, it was no. Oh, that was accounting. That was the accounting class.
Oh yeah, accounting.
That guy was
Worst class
senile,
ever.
bro. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
me and Lil Zone, we had college classes together.
On our collegiate
Shout out.
expenditure.
Shout out Gainesville.
Shout out to the hot shorties. We're always hot, bothered, and ready to go.
FGCU though, not FS. I know you ain't talking about FSW.
Both.
Hey, you know what?
Both of them.
Both of
Best, tal vez. I ain't gonna.
Bro, what's Shorty's name? I won't say her name.
The defamation lawsuits, guys. Remember?
Whenever you gotta say it, bro. Come on.
No.
I think she's got engaged. So
Hey,
Okay, I know who
you
you're
can say
talking
that.
about.
I'm blessed.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, some FSW thotties. But anyway, gentlemen behind the scenes.
Why are you laughing?
First of all, I just want to tell you at this point, anybody who's considering college, if they told you community college is not lit, that's a lie. Go to community college. Go get that community.
Save
coochie.
your money.
For real, yeah, no, for real.
That's why Diego's rich today.
First step, if you are in high school
Real.
and you have the chance to take what are those things called?
ACE classes or whatever?
Not the ACE.
Oh, the dual enrollment.
Yeah, dual enrollment.
Definitely.
Dual
Yeah,
enrollment.
no, my
Dual
one,
enrollment.
you're right.
Dual enrollment. Stop wasting your money and time. Put a little bit of extra work in. Will save you more money and time in the long run.
Yeah, no cap. Like, composition 1 is literally just like a junior English class. I was like, I cannot believe I'm paying money for this.
Yeah.
It was just all we wrote was like 3 essays for the year, and
I was like,
was
this is really the state of education in America. This is why we are where we are.
this is why like 54. I think it's like 54% of Americans can't read at like a 6th grade level or something.
Thank God we're not Americans. I wish I would have took your class. Man, my mom was hard. That lady was hard.
Dang, you went to a private school though.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. And everybody warned me not to do her. But hey, man, she even said it like, by this in this class, only 4 of you guys are gonna be here, and she was right. There was 5, but yeah, bro, she knew that on the first day. Like only 4 of you guys are gonna be here, but she said it. The 4 people that stay, you guys are gonna benefit me in life because you guys are gonna be really good. Like you guys were gonna see your writing skills go up by a lot. And I was like,
Okay, I feel like I might have said something wrong because Diego and I actually had the same composition teacher, not the same period, but Calabrese. And I mean, I've always been a really good writer. Again, I'm a lyricist, so I've always been really good at writing. Like the white voice is on the essays, bro. It's fantastic. So I feel like because he said the same thing. He was like, my class might not be the easiest class, but it's definitely the most rewarding. He's like, so if you want to become a better writer genuinely, keep this class. If not, I suggest you drop. Because yeah, it was 3 essays, and then I forgot we had a 4,000 word essay at the end of the year. So it was 3 1,000 words, and then 1 4,000 words.
Bro, now with Chat GPT, easy, slight work, baby.
So did you not? Like, did you think that? Because I know you didn't take him for second semester. You didn't take him for Comp 2. I did. I was like, I love a good challenge. I do. So I was like, this is someone who's going to help me become a better writer. I think it paid off. I remember I was working at Sam's Club, and I saw him right after the second semester ended, and I told him, thank you so much for making me a better writer.
The most important question, though, is did it help you in your raps?
Oh, for sure. 1,000%. The way that the structure of an essay is, it's the same with music. You know, in music, you don't have to follow a pattern, but a very standard format would be like a verse, a hook, or a verse, a bridge, a hook, then another verse, or you can open up with the hook, then verse, then bridge, then, you know, and the way that you can structure music, the way that you can play around with it, you can take an essay and you can take it wherever you want. You can write what you want. You know, you can guide it in wherever direction you feel is necessary, is the one that best represents what point you're trying to express, whether it's you're trying to persuade someone, whether you're trying to inform someone. You know, you do what you want, however you feel If you're writing an essay and you're like, this is something I would definitely read again, you did a good job. That's all you need to know. Even if you never read it again, as long as you feel like, hey, I will pick this up 10 years from now when I'm like cleaning out all this clutter from my room. No, you're not going to read that paper at all. But if you have the feeling, you did a good job, personally.
Sounds like a memorable experience.
Shout out Mr. Calabrese.
Shout out Calabrese. I had Calabrese too.
He's hard.
He was pretty cool. He was actually also an active duty
Salute.
reserve.
Thank you for your service, sir.
Yeah, he left one time during class. And
A hurricane. Yeah, he had to put like sandbags down. He went to like Miami. He told us the whole thing.
So
Put sandbags down. No, this was cause Irma came through, bro.
Oh yeah. I was there.
He's like, that was Irma.
I was the rain that fell. But yeah. But talk about memorable experiences. What was the most memorable experience when you guys were creating this project?
I think for me was actually becoming a more of a decent verse writer. Because when I started, it was just hooks, and hooks were easy for me. It just came like this. Hooks were so easy for me. I hear a beat, I got the hook. But the verses were like, the lyrics were like from here, there, up and down, like in the slope. I think my verses have got more, they got more clear. I think I have like an actual story to tell. And it goes with the beat, and it goes perfect with the whole song. And I think it complements each other now. And that's something I learned from Brandon, helped me out a lot with the lyrics. He'd always tell me like, yo, your hooks are good, but your verses, you need to work on them. They need to be stronger. You got your hook can't just carry the whole song every single time. Like your verses have to be stronger and better. And I think it's something I love about this project because I got better at lyric writing for my verses now, not just the hooks. So
As I can attest to the progress. I will say, and I really hate to expose you like this, Leo has this really bad habit of when he can't continue rapping, he just starts vocalizing. So there would be like where it would be the hook, and then it was just like so like, of course he needed to start somewhere. And now at least if he vocalizes, it's because it's intentional. It's part of what he's saying. It's part of the verse that he's performing. It's not just like, oh, I need to feel safe, or I need like a moment to think about what I'm going to say next. So, yeah, it's gotten way better.
no, thank you.
Stop, boys. But you,
I mean,
what's most memorable?
just the writing progress. I get into this weird stage where I have to close my eyes to write a song because I need to have like a blank slate. So if I see nothing, I'll start off from nothing. And then the ideas, imaginations come in. Obviously, when you're hearing a beat, you start thinking. I see it as kind of like a color wavelength. So I'll see different colors, and I'll kind of see how that goes with the beat, and then I'll just go from there. And it'll come up with like an idea of like, this time I was at a park with this person, or maybe I got cheated on, and so I'm gonna start writing about that. And that's the vibe I'm getting. Like I see like a blue, and I see it go higher than every single. And like a dark blue gives me like, oh, I'm gonna start talking about something sad, stuff like that. That's my favorite part of just creating this. Well, I didn't create it, but I'm glad to be a part of it. Yeah.
He doesn't give as much. He doesn't really praise what he does. I think his lyrics are like good. Like
thinks he is.
Yeah, I don't know why he doesn't like. I mean, like Bennett said, we're our own critics. We're our own critics.
Biggest critic, bro. As long as you don't hate what you produce, critique all you want.
No, for sure.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, boys. Well, we're coming almost to an end here. Gentlemen, behind the scenes, is there anything you would like to add? Anything you'd like to ask?
Don't ask us to make out. We already said.
Before the cameras.
I won't ask that, but
Are you sure?
First thing first, thank you for being on Inspo. I know this is your first time on Inspo, and I do appreciate you guys coming out here. Now the thing is, tips for young artists. I mean, I'm more of a DJ, and when I first met you guys was to DJ one of you guys' events, and it was at Leo's party, which that to me is like a memorable and
Fire. Fire.
Hey, this guy.
Bro.
Wow.
No, he has this one mix. I'm sorry to tell y'all, but no, he has this one mix y'all don't even know about. Only me and Edu and obviously they know. He has this one mix is so good from EDC. That one experience we had. He put it after I think the third day. Was it our second day? Second day. Bro, we're like, nah. He was trying to play some like random EDC music. I'm like, nah, no. We're like, me and Edgar like, yo, play your shit. Bro, he played us some like quality mix, bro. We told him like, why don't you upload this? But
it's like you guys. It's like, how many songs do you guys have that you never uploaded?
Oof.
I don't finish. Okay.
I'm gonna tell you, I have those that I'll show to people that I care about, and I'll show them, hey, this is what I did back when. But that's just for me. That's for our inner circle for sure. Do you guys have any tips for upcoming artists? And like, where would they start? What would you say to start?
Me personally, I would just say, if you're just starting, it's gonna take a while to get your voice like excited. It took us a while. It took me I've been doing this for like 6 years now. It took me at least 4 to 3 to finally like get something good on my voice. And now look at me, I'm finally getting decent at my lyric writing. And it took time, but the thing is, love the progress, man. It's a journey. Baby steps. Every little song you do, even if you don't finish the songs, every little one gets you better and better every single time. So I say do as much as you can, as much songs as you want. You feel like a beat, make a song to it. Whatever you're doing, every single time you're gonna get a little better.
I would say just consume as much media as you can, right? Like, don't turn away. I listen to country music from time to time. A year ago, I'm like, ugh. It's not like just the thought. I don't even want to say the C word at the thought, but I will say that I've always, me personally, I'm like, I listen to everything but country, but I will say that if you expose yourself to new media, don't be scared. I have listened to some weird stuff. That YouTube rabbit hole has brought me onto some like Belgium street rap.
What?
Oh
Belgium?
My God, dog! It's insane. Like what these kids are doing out there is crazy, bro.
Rap?
Yeah.
Bro, it just sounds so like.
It's just new, right? It's like stuff you never heard. Understand the lick of it, right? I don't speak whatever people in Belgium speak. I will say that it's just hearing it. At least if I'm writing later on, like listening to like 90s stuff, like older rappers like Biggie and stuff, you listen to their music, you can kind of take a piece of it and you can use it and you can work it, right? You can take a lyric, you can go off of that, and it's not only you just say homage to the rapper, in case anyone says you're stealing music, but I'm not recommending stealing music, but if you want to use it as a base, as a foundation, if you say, hey, what kind of music do you want to make, right? If you're going for like a Tay-K sound, go listen to Tay-K, and like who are related artists to Tay-K. If you want a Kanye sound, listen to Kanye and his class of rappers. Consume as much of that media that you want to sound like as you can, because the truth is that at the end of it all, you might decide you don't even want to sound like Tay-K anymore. You don't want to sound like Kanye, but you've consumed so much media that you can mix and match what you like, and that's where the personality aspect, the persona aspect, the character aspect, it like you gave it to yourself without even working on it. Because that's another thing is people really try to work on their image hella hard, and if you're trying to force an image, right? Like I don't rap about guns and killing people.
He did talk about Black Ops. He talked about Black Ops.
And he was bad.
He talked about
and he's bad.
But I'm just saying, right?
You're bad.
You eventually, after consuming so much, you build your own persona, your own thing, and then you go from there. And if you like it, you want to continue. Because artists, you can always rebrand, right? Don't think that because you make one type of music now. We talked about Dom earlier. Dom, heavy hitter rapper, bro. Are you kidding me? Dude used to knock the lights out, and now he's very sing-song, contemporary rock, indie, almost. Like, I'm not trying to box him. I'm just saying. You know? It's
Definitely different, for sure.
It's good, though.
You never know. What's your? You got any tips?
I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. The mind is a beautiful thing. I guess tip would be to use it. Don't just keep everything in. Some people, like, I guess, keep everything in there.
Mm-hmm.
It's better to just blurt it out. Whatever comes out, and sometimes it's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
It feels good to feel good. That's all I got.
That's what I like, man. Short and sweet. It's my
DMV.
All right, what's going on, y'all? We do appreciate y'all coming out as always.
thanks.
We appreciate you guys.
amor.
We love y'all. We love what you guys are doing in the community as well. We know you guys are being watched by. You guys have plenty of fans out there that you don't even know about. You know, there's always somebody on the other coast watching you guys. For other performers, I know you guys have performed live before. Is there anything that you guys do that helps you get more comfortable when you're speaking on the mic that you can, I guess you can give a little advice to? What's your way to calm down before you get on the mic, before you get in front of it and start spinning some dirty, you know?
I mean, I kind of treat myself like a comedian. I say a couple of jokes in the beginning, make myself laugh, and I'm good from there on out. Because I don't want to laugh or say something dumb, so.
It doesn't get easier. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it does.
It does not. Like, every time I've had to perform live, I'm sweating buckets, and then I just get up there and I do it, and everyone's like, "You killed it," and I'm like, "I killed it." Yes. It never gets easier. Again, I haven't performed live a numerous amount of times, but I will say that I've been getting a bit comfier with it. This last time that we did it at your event that you had was definitely one of the more
comfortable,
like, relaxed times. I was like, this is setting, and even though we were performing new music, it wasn't music that we've been sitting on. It was newer stuff. So I think just so much that maybe it was newer stuff, and we had a newer audience, because I know that, you know, with the soccer stuff going on, your friend group grew a bit more, so there were more people there at that event. And just being able to perform for a new crowd, I think.
No, for sure.
But yeah.
Nah, I just think everybody's in their underwear. I'll be honest. That's what I do. It doesn't get easy.
Minor counties.
I know. You don't have to tell me that.
Well, again, shout out to y'all boys for doing what you guys are doing. Keep being beautiful. Keep doing what you're doing. But yeah, I guess that's it for me, man. We'll go back to y'all.
All right, thank you, sexy.
Thank you, boys. Let the people know where they can find you. Instagram.
We'll go with Brandon first.
Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, Little Zone. That's LILZ 3 6s NE.
That's gonna be down in the description, by the way.
I'm just IG. Loves to smooch, because I love smooching people.
Ooh. Nah, mine is, since middle school days, Leo _H23. And also I started making beats, like I said, recently. And I'll make sure, like, the description's there too, you know, so you guys want to check my beats out. I'm still new to the game, and I think I like what I'm creating, though. I think I like where it's going.
Yeah. Well, thank you, boys. It's been a pleasure having y'all on the podcast. I think we had some great conversations. We learned some great things. And we can't wait for the Ain't Nothing Easy.
Yes.
For sure.
Dropping real soon. So stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. And thank you. Till the next one.
Subscribe to the Incubator.
Subscribe right now. If you don't click, I'm gonna look for you. I'm gonna look for you right now.
Call of Duty Black Ops.
Leave a comment.
Call of Duty Black
Let me know
Ops.
the vibes, all right? Somebody compliment my hair.
Bro,
And follow us. We need some love.
comment, say
Come on.
something about
Bro,
my
come on.
lazy eye. Come on.
Don't be like that,
Say something. I don't
bro.
care.
I don't care, bro. Oh well, maybe.
Lazy eye.
Dope. We did that.
Killed it, boys.
Good shit, young boys.
Killed it.
Make sure you guys stay tuned. We got an easy Ain't Nothing EP coming on real quick. First song, Don't Leave Me.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Man, that shit good.
straight. Please look me in my eyes. I gave you all my love. You stripped me of my pride. I poured my heart out to you. I was begging you to stay. You said you didn't care. Turned around and walked away. I needed to see your true colors. Now my vision's clear. Miss me with your miss me's. That ain't what I'm trying to hear. Realizing that being alone's what you really fear. You used to have my heart. Now I won't let you near. Keep it protected. You would think I had some gauntlets. Had you taken care of. Got anything you wanted. And now you're on my line yelling, trying to talk it out. Don't think about making up. Let's get to making out.
You can't expect to leave me hanging. Dropping off your girls. Why don't you leave me hanging? Don't you know I'm waiting for your time and pain? Girl, you know I just can't wait. Wait, oh wait, wait, oh wait. I just can't wait. Don't you turn away. Away, 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 away. Don't you turn your back because you know I got your back.
Get the fuck away from us. I'm on number money. Family men, we get this paper.
Isaiah, you made this?
Girl, you love when I'm in it. Feeling like I gotta win it. Girl, you know what I'm fantasizing. It's so hypnotizing, so sexualizing. Just need you one more time. Girl, we can make it happen.
Not coming on strong, I'm just being optimistic. I can see it in your eyes, you don't like the distance. Running from your issues, but they hot off the presses. That's why your thighs thick, I can feel it when I kiss them. Hit the spot like I knew you would, you're so refreshing. Got your legs shaking so much, I think you were restless. Got your tongue all around me, always leave me breathless. Thanksgiving dinner, the way she asking for seconds. So much pillow talk, the flashback steady creeping. Same way you and I been moving every other weekend. Communicate through a language only we can speak in. Opposites attract, we understand that when we're freaking. Praying on you, I believe in manifesting. Even on my worst days, I ain't ever stressing. You're my Sunday candy, thank God for this blessing. I thank God for this blessing.
Girl, you love when I'm in it. Feeling like I gotta win it. Girl, you know what I'm fantasizing. It's so hypnotizing, so sexualizing. Just need you one more time. Girl, we can make it happen.
Material mistaken, I didn't mean to get lost. Only thing I ever got, only thing I ever bought was some loyalty, respect. Only thing that I'm not, I'm kidding. You can't play me like a fool. I've been playing this game way too long. Tell me what I'm doing, freestyling up on this song. Yeah, I don't mean to take the time up. Yeah, but I've been busy grinding. Only thing I'm focused on is paper. You can get it, better yet I'm so selective with the shit that I've been spitting. Only thing I get to ripping beats. Tell me who accomplished feats like me? Nobody. That's why I am Lil Zone from the 3+3. Lil Zone 6, yeah. Lil Zone clicks, yeah. Lil Zone, yeah. Had to find a time to remember words. Only thing I ever known is for spitting verbs, yeah. You can catch me on the flip, catch me on NSPO or on Creative Trip, yeah. You You've been seeing me in my vibe. Out here riding passenger, this music is my ride. Better yet, I'm glad to be alive. Only thing that I can tell you, greatness all I strive for. Only thing they gon' remember me, no. Oh yes, you tell me what the fuck going on.
I know them trying to pretend that we're just friends, but you know there's no end, yeah. I'm losing control, you know how it goes. I need you to re-explain what I gotta do. I know you have something special, girl, I can't just let you go now, 'cause you came and stole the show. Oh no, oh no, oh no. I know, yeah, we're trying to pretend, but you know there's that, and you know that I got you. I'm losing control, you know what I know. I need you to explain what I gotta do. I know you want everything in life, and I'll give you everything you need. I know you want somebody that never let you go. Oh, oh no, oh no, oh no. I'm feeling inside, I'm losing control. You know how it goes, yeah, I'm trying to contain, but you know there's no name without you, it's not the same. You know I need you here, 'cause I gotta go. I know you have something special, girl, I can't just let you go, no, 'cause you came and stole the show. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Breezy.